Hey, good morning, everyone. So, time to get started. It is 5 o'clock. That's our usual time. So, today I think we are going to have a bit of a problem because my dog here, he is somehow he has managed to jump out of the room. So, I think he's going to bother us a little bit, but that's okay. So before we get started, one question. Okay, there we go. Shh, quiet. Sit quiet. Okay. So one question which I wanted to, I don't think there's a choice. We'll have to. Simba. Okay. Sorry, today is going to be problematic. Um, so when getting up in the morning or any of these activities, um, it is difficult, right? And one question which comes up, when you're trying to do something difficult, or rather, take another example. Let us say you're trying to sustain some habit, and you feel like, "Okay, let us give it some concession," right? So, as an example, when you wake up, you'll feel like, should I press the snooze button and sleep for 5 more minutes, or should I wake up right now? Uh, oh my God! Oh, uh, oh, okay. Sit. Okay, I think I think I'll let him out. Otherwise, today there is no peace. Sorry, give me a second, please. Sit here. Sit here. Sit here. Sit here. Don't go. Sit here. Sit here. Sit here. Terribly sorry. I just let him outside the house. I don't know. He'll probably go and maybe there's some dogs inside. He'll start fighting with them, so it's a bit problematic. But anyways, okay. So I was talking about doing difficult things. So one question that you would have is, what is the right way to do something challenging if you have to quit a habit, or if we have to maintain a habit. Um, so let's say, as an example, you want to uh, quit a habit. Let's say you want to quit coffee. I'm not saying you should do that, but just hypothetically, there are two ways of doing it. One is to say, okay, we will cut down and have coffee, like, once a day instead of having 6 times a day. And one is to not have coffee at all. Or if you have to get up, should you get up like when the alarm goes off, or like press the snooze button and then try after 5 minutes, 10 minutes? And what I have found is that, again, there's no universal answer, but it is much easier to do something 100% than like do it like 90%. So, as an example, if you're saying, okay, I'm going to stop doing this. If you say, okay, I'm going to stop doing this, maybe like, I'll reduce it by 70% or 80%, 90%. It is much harder. It is just so much easier to just say, okay, I will not do it, right? So when you draw a very clean line, right, then there is no ambiguity, and there is no slipping. But whenever you have this ambiguity that, I'll try at least 3 times a week, I'll see if I can do it, that is when slippage starts. So, in general, whenever we are trying to build a new habit or do something challenging, right, go do it 100%. Like, don't do it like 90% and then, or 80%, then try to gradually increase. It may work in some cases, but I have found that it's so much easier to like give it up completely or do it. So when the alarm goes off, say it's going to be hard now, it's going to be hard even after 5 minutes. That's a fact, or 10 minutes. So you might as well get up now. Right? So this is sort of one experience, if we can call it, I wanted to share with you. Okay. So now let's get started. So today's morning routine. So we are going to do meditation and workout, and meditation. Uh, 5 to 10 minutes is what we have been saying. But those of you who have been doing for some time, I would say now let's increase it to 15 minutes. Okay. How do you meditate? So for meditation, just sit comfortably, sit in a quiet corner of your house. आप आराम से कहीं बैठ जाइए जहाँ पे comfortable हो. You can sit on a chair, sit on a cushion, sofa, whatever you find comfortable. Make sure it's not अगर floor पे हो तो you can put a soft mat or something so your feet are comfortable. Take a few deep breaths, right? And then breathe normally, okay? And then the goal is to bring our attention to the breath, right? So bring the attention to the breathing sensation, and whenever your mind starts getting distracted, जब भी आपका दिमाग यहाँ वहाँ भटके, your mind is wandering, and that time you realize that okay, my mind has wandered off, and then whatever thought was coming in your head, right? Just let that thought go. Don't The key thing is to not worry about what is happening, what's not happening, why I should not think about this, let that thought not come in. No, don't do that. If some thought comes in, that's fine, right? Let it come, right? And then we'll gently let it go, let it like dissolve like smoke in the air, and then bring your attention back to your breath, right? So this, think of it like three steps. Step one, focus on the breath. Step two is realization that the mind has wandered off, and step three is bringing it back. Just repeat these three steps in a cycle. This is the act of meditation, minimum 10 to 15 minutes. If you can do longer, that's phenomenal. And a lot of times, as I said, we are not able to do meditation for a certain period. There are two reasons. One is sometimes we get very restless, right? If you get restless, don't get frustrated. That's okay, right? If we were not restless, if the mind was always calm, if you were always present, we would not require meditation in the first place, right? So if you're getting restless, that's fine, that's accepted. Like that's the reason why we meditate. Second is your body gets sometimes physically very uncomfortable sitting in a very awkward position, the floor is hard, etc. So just make it comfortable so you can sustain it for a certain period of time. You can take back support also, so do all that stuff. Okay, so that's one. Second thing is physical workout. So for half an hour, if possible, do like longer, 40-45 minutes, maybe an hour. Build your stamina. Now many of you who are doing for 30-40 days, so I'll share my experience. So so like yesterday, I was running and there's a tennis court here, so can't go out even now. So inside that, I was running for about an hour, and it never gets easy. Every time I have to run, it is still, you have to push yourself. एक घंटा और है. So you kind of keep thinking about it. So you have to sort of gradually wean yourself away from that. At the same time, today is day 49. So been almost 50 days now, and it's become much easier relative to what it was. It's not perfectly easy. So don't expect that I'll be able to sort of do it like a cakewalk. But at the same time, it'll it'll become relatively simple. So I was able to do for 1 hour without any serious problem. Right? So that's about it. And yeah, so we'll get started now. So these are the two things. Let me just say hello to everybody who's here. So Shrishti, Vimal, Sagar, Kripa, Ajay, Chetna, Siddharth, Sai, Kamali, Rakesh, Prashant, Shivam, Shashank, Rajat, Nishant, Gitesh, Nikhil, another Nikhil Jha, Vineet, uh, Nitin, Ajay, Suraj, Inder Kaushal, Sai Durgesh, Abhimanyu, Kamal, Keshav, Ajay, Harsh, Priyanka, Vinita. One second, I'm missing somebody's name. Kaustav, Chinna, Utsav, Nirmalya, Sachin, Shagun, Nilaki, Rahul, Vikas, Aman, Pragati, um, Shrikar, Pasha, Amit, Kritika, Ketan, Mayank, Shekhar, Alok, and Kanish, and Abhimanyu, Vibhor, Ravi. So good morning to all of you guys. Good morning to those of you who have not put your name here. So great to have you here. So we are like a good number now. Now we'll start doing other activities, and maybe I would like to start running soon. So we'll have some small running groups, and we'll start pretty soon. Okay. So thanks for joining. Let's get started and do it well. Push yourself a little bit harder today, right? And tomorrow is like day 50, right? So 50 days over. That's fantastic. So I'll see you tomorrow on 50th day at 5 a.m. Okay. So have a wonderful day. See you tomorrow. Bye. Take care.